Hey guys, welcome back to Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye. In the last episode, it was a bit of an exploratory episode. We're still just kind of checking out the construct in this new mode. Um, Very cool seeing everything in broad daylight. Still not quite finished. I really want to go back to the Stilt village area and take a better look around there. There's still the roof of the shrine that has all the images of the various other fireplaces. There's still something there we haven't figured out. Get it on. Then there's also the area just before the archive. Once we go down the spiral staircase, that really dark area. I'd love to go check that out without the lantern, because we'll be able to see everything. But for now, I still want to carry on with my experiments, my experimentation with the raft and the lift, because I'm not 100% satisfied that we got it. We were at the construct bridge at the right time in the last episode. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like it's not really what we're supposed to do, because you can't dock with the raft and then jump off and then go down into the construct and do all that kind of stuff. There just isn't time. Especially if you want to get across, blow out the candle, and come back over the bridge without the sentinels waking up. Though I suppose that's not really that much of a problem. You just go back in. But still, I don't think we quite got it, and I'd like to just give it one more try. But at the same time, there is another raft lift straight across on the other side of the reservoir by the houses that could actually be the one we need to do. So I'm going to do that one first. And then we'll see what we see. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to try this lift quickly and see what happens. Another thought I had was, like, this raft could be like a special raft that's like tied to the raft in the construct that goes backwards and forwards. And so moving it like this might actually do something. I don't know. Let's go see. Moment of truth. Nope. Nothing. That raft hasn't moved. I think change with the invisible platforms, maybe. Let's take a look. Nah. Nothing's changed. Okay. Well, I quickly want to try and do the main lift, the reservoir lift, one more time. The other thing I haven't tried is using the code for the probe room on the leftmost console. Because it could be that the code does actually work. You just have to be in matrix mode to see the platforms align. That could be something. So I'm just trying to remember. It's sun, eye, flame, eye, flame. So sun, eye, flame, eye, flame. Okay, that's the dam breaking. It was like pure coincidence. And let's see. Probably nothing. Oh, wait. It worked, but only kind of half. Wait a second, maybe we can actually see, maybe like every time you change something, you can actually see one of the sections move. That might be something. Yes! Look at that. We did it! Look at that. We got another lock. Ladies and gentlemen. Took him 20,000 years, but he finally got it. Amazing. Okay, so now there's just one more we need to figure out. It's this one. See, this does nothing. How do we unlock you, man? Tell us your secrets. Suppose we could try putting a raft on this one. Don't think it'll work, but I'm willing to try anything at this stage. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I highly doubt this is going to work. Highly doubt it, but then we can say we tried it. Don't know if I fully explored down this area. Oh, there is something here. Look at this. Look at this. How do we get in there, though? Through the bottom. Look at this, man. Okay, so that's just telling us that there's secrets we found ages ago. Look at this, dude. I can't believe I've missed this. Been here the whole time. So these must be the controls to like raise and lower the artifact. Huh. Okay, well, not a massive revelation, but I can't believe I've missed this whole time. Anything up there? No. Is there something up there, maybe? still can't read this language. I don't know if we're ever supposed to. I suppose it just says, like, do not enter. These giant walls, I suppose this is just to support the vault. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so let's go test my theory quickly. Nah. No, it doesn't work. Okay, so here we are. Just had a bit of a brainwave that I want to test out. It's a long shot, but I was just thinking, like, maybe what we're supposed to do is grab a lantern and just leave the lantern on the raft, and maybe then it will kind of self-propel towards the lift, and like maybe then the timing is just correct to pull it off. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let me actually test it out here. Because the lantern is multi-directional, so I'm thinking like it would probably light up all of these lights. And the raft would just stay still because it's not actually going anywhere. So let's quickly just do a field experiment, a field test on this raft. It could be that maybe even the reservoir raft is like a special raft. I don't know. Ah, okay. No, it's not. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Oh, it just went out. Oh, crap. Then how are we supposed to... How are we supposed to get it to the raft? That's right, we can't go in the water with this thing. So... So maybe what we do is, we've lost this raft now, which is unfortunate. So maybe what we do is we just very carefully take this lantern. This is like really roundabout because there aren't any lanterns that I can think of. Actually, I think there might be one in there. Let's go check quickly. I think there's a lantern in here. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, there is. Brilliant. And I don't want to get this lantern wet. This is really tricky, man. Okay, here we are. Grab the artifact, which has disappeared. Oh well. Okay, there it goes.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. I had a bit of a technical malfunction. I was recording and suddenly there was a power failure and I pretty much lost about an hour's worth of recording time. Luckily, I didn't actually accomplish much during that time. It was just like more kind of experimentation with the damn raft, which doesn't seem to be working out. I mean, I think I've tested that to the nth degree, and it's just not working. I did have a thought though in the interim, and that was thinking back to one of the slide reels that showed us from one of the archives. I think it was the Stilt Village. That showed us the dead stranger. So they were like uploading themselves into the Matrix, or had already, and one of the guys was alive and the other one was dead, and the gong started ringing and the guy who was alive came back and the guy who was dead didn't. He just stayed in the construct. So that got me thinking, like, maybe that's actually how we get past the Sentinels. Maybe what we're supposed to do is actually die. I mean, it seems like a long shot, but if it is the answer, then like props to Mobius. What did I want to do here? Yeah, I think we land and then go grab a artifact. Okay, so yeah, so my thinking was we actually have to die, because there was another slide reel that showed an old geezer making his way towards the construct flame, and as he got into the circle, he just like pegged over and he starts like flatlining. Old age finally got the bastard. And he dies, but he's inside the circle. And because he's inside the circle, his consciousness still gets uploaded into the construct. So that's another kind of thing pointing me towards that. Like, it seems like a long shot, but it also kind of makes sense in the same like breath. So then I started thinking like, well, how do we kill ourselves? How do we kill ourselves in that circle, like next to a fireplace? And I was thinking, well, maybe we can like go to the vault and then like just drown underneath, but that actually won't help us because then we're underwater and our flame won't light. So I was thinking like maybe it's got something to do with the artifact that doesn't work. So I tried that out. I tried taking that to the actual vault and using it there. Exactly the same result. It just blows up and you presumably die in the real world as well as in the construct. So it just doesn't work. That thing's just faulty, it seems. So then I had another thought. Well, one way to kill ourselves while we're at the fire is to actually stand in the fire. Which is kind of a little horrific. But it doesn't really matter, right? Because we've got the Nemayan statues backing up our memories. So dying is inconsequential in this world. So that is what I want to test out now. That is where I'm heading. I'm heading to the vault because this damn raft, man. I've tried it. I've tried so many things. I even tried using 2 rafts. Like I docked one raft over here, and it gets like grabbed by the lift. And once that was done, I parked another one like directly underneath and went down, and that also didn't work. So like, yeah, it's not gonna work. So this is kind of like my last good idea that I have. I have one more idea that I'd like to try if this doesn't work. But let's see what happens. Like if this is the solution, geez, Mobius, like it's kind of dark. Okay, we absolutely fried ourselves. It damn well worked. Mobius, that is sadistic. You sadistic bastards. I can't believe that worked. We actually had to like fry ourselves. Like, can you imagine this Harthian like being like, okay, this is the only way it's gonna work, and actually having to stand in a fire until you literally burn to death. Okay, moment of truth. We're dead, so there's no way we can wake up. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so finally, man, we got all 3 locks. Okay. Whew, I don't have to deal with that raft anymore. That is what I'm most happiest about. So now we have to figure out how we're going to do this all in one go, because obviously I need to get back out, take a raft and jump in between loading zones to land here. Then I go down there, blow out that candle, take the raft across, come across to here, put the lantern down in the corner, get this bridge sorted. Then I think what we need to do is like jump in the water, wake ourselves up, go to the vault, fry ourselves to death again, a second time, shame this Harthian. And then, yeah, then we'll have we'll finally have the vault open. Hallelujah. I can't believe it's taken this long. Well, let's go do it. Let's jump to it. This is exciting. Okay, so here we go. I've no idea what's... I still don't know what's inside the vault. Like what we're gonna find. I don't know what they locked away. I thought it was one of those scepters initially. But I guess we don't really know what's been locked away. And I'm not sure I still fully understand like what happened for them to freak out about it. The only thing I can think of is that they like ran a simulation somehow of what would happen if they spoke to the eye. And they ran like a computer simulation or something, and that kind of told them what would happen. And because we see our current Harthian solar system get wiped out, right? It still doesn't make a lot of sense. But I guess we're gonna find out soon enough. So now we jump into the water. Man, this poor Harthian dies a lot. So now we gotta go to the reservoir and hop into the vault. So we need to grab a raft. Yeah. It's down this way. And I got so thrown by this light, man. I was so sure. Like, I still don't understand why there's a raft sitting in the middle of that reservoir. I think all of the currents just kind of, well, the main current in the area just pushes the raft to the center for some reason. And yeah, I have no idea why they put a raft there. Here we go. Maybe just to mess with us. That's the only thing I can think of. Here we go. Come on now. There's nothing in there? Come on now. So now what? Turns out it was all a big practical joke. Oh, look at this. Okay. Very sneaky. Where are we going? I'm not saying anything because I have no idea what's happening or what comes next. Is that someone? No, it's just a lantern. Ah, this guy, he's got the broken horn. Are you gonna break our neck? Most likely. I mean, can we like scooch past him? This is unfortunate. So I guess we're supposed to leave the lantern. And I don't know if the bubbles, if we're going to be able to leave the bubble. And we can't put our lantern down. Can I like, oh, we can talk to him. He's a prisoner? Who are you? Just keep expecting him to break my neck. Oh god. Okay, so he's gonna give us a vision. Oh, it's like a memory sharing device. Okay, so that's the vault. He removes the shield. Huh. Okay, so like he was the one guy who disagreed with everyone. Can I talk to you some more? I want to know where you're from, bud. Okay, so he's a contrarian. He's someone who believed that the signal should still be heard by others, and even though it would destroy everything and create a new universe, he believed that it should happen. And because of that, he was the one that they locked away. Huh. Well, let's see what this thingy does. Wow, okay, so that was a big download of info. It's a shame, this guy's been like locked in this tiny room, sitting in this chair for like eternity, man. He was here, these guys were here before the Nemayans. And the Harthians were here before the Nemayans. That's crazy. So how did the Nemayans build all those ruins and stuff on Timberhearth without the Harthians knowing about it? That doesn't make any sense. But what we do know for sure is that these guys have been here all along. There you go, bud. Not cool. Hello? Oh, okay, thank God. It's coming back down. I was like, oh God, we're trapped here for eternity and there's no way for us to end it all. Looks like their homeworld that telescope was pointing at. What? Where did he go? Okay, so we've freed him now. Did he maybe just, like, end it all? Where is he? Did he just, like, disappear? I'm very confused right now. Like, is that the end? Is that the end of the DLC? Okay, so apparently we're not quite finished just yet. People have been telling me that you need to carry on playing right to the end. And things are a little different. So let's give that a try if I can remember how to do it. So I think the first thing that we need is the coordinates for the probe that eventually finds the eye of the universe. So that'll be our first stop. And then, if memory serves, we need to find a counterclockwise tornado that'll take us down beneath the current. That's Brittle Hollow. Man, it feels like ages since I went anywhere but the Stranger. It feels kind of weird looking around again, because the whole, like, flying your shuttle around is completely lost, really, when you play the DLC. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, because it's behind me. So we need to find a counterclockwise tornado and then fly into it, and then that will take us down beneath the waves. Once we're underneath the current, we then need to find a jellyfish and get inside it. And the jellyfish will then take us down through the electric barrier, the electricity. And then things are a little hazy. Like, I'm not sure what we do to find the codes or the coordinates, but I'm pretty sure it'll be obvious once we get there. So it's this one. Yeah, this is the one over here. So now we just fly into it. There we go. Okay. We made it. Here's a jellyfish. Took like all my courage to do this mission for the first time. Just like deep water really freaks me out. I think that's why I loved Subnautica so much. Oh god, we're gonna be too slow. Subnautica was just incredible. Just that suspense and that intense kind of fear of like going deeper and like peering over a cliff or whatever. That was such a great game. I got that game quite early on in its early access life cycle, which I always kind of regretted, because I played it and I loved it, and like I just like pushed through all the bugs, and then I got to a point where I obviously couldn't progress any further, and I just stopped playing for ages until 1.0 came out, and then I started playing it again, and there was like only like a little bit extra. There was the sort of finishing the story and what have you, but I always kind of regretted getting it in early access, and so it's kind of become a bit of a rule of mine. I try not to play games that are in early access unless it's in like a pretty finished state, or it's like particularly amazing. But even then, like I'd rather not. Do I just go straight through these things? I need to come up underneath. Ow. Okay. Well, there's our answer. It's kind of grouse. And we're in. Pretty sure we're through. We are indeed. For a moment there, I don't know why, but I thought that was like a giant eye. I was like, that's different. Is this how we get in? I think so. That is disorienting. So I think therefore I am. I doubt we get the codes from a projection stone, first of all. So I think it's these guys. Receiving data from probe, 9 million something. Visualizing current trajectory of probe. Okay. This is also so cool, man. It's like liquid gold projector. Okay, those are all the trajectories. Millions and millions and millions. And this is the one that finds the eye. Receiving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched, 9 million something. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9,318,054. And these are the coordinates, okay. Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates for the eye of the universe. So it's like top right to like bottom left. Oh man, it's gonna be difficult to memorize. So it's like top right and then sort of middle left, and then like a ribbon shape. And like a S on its side. See if I can remember these. Probably won't. Then the next thing we need to do is get the functioning core from Ash Twin. And can't remember if it sends us like inside Ash Twin, one of the Ash Twins. But we have to go and find one of the teleporters, and as the sand kind of comes over overhead, we run out and it teleports us. So let us reset the loop. Take one last look at this. So these two both start at the bottom left. It's like a sideways S. Man, it's going to be difficult to remember. I think they all start bottom left in the same spot. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just to memorize that little tune I just made up. Cool. Let's reset the loop. Now, I can't remember if we have to wait quite a bit. It doesn't even look like the sand has started siphoning off yet. There we go, we've got structures. Oh, this is it here, yes, I remember now. Okay, so we land. And yeah, so we need to align, these are the Ash Twin Towers, like representatives. And it needs to align with itself. But are we too early? Yes, we are. Okay, it's revealing itself. So let's get ready. Is it this one? Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Whoa, man. This is making me feel very uneasy. I don't remember this being so insane. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Oh no. How do we get to it again? We just jump? It's got something to do with this glowing ball over here. Oh, thank goodness. That's right. We turn off gravity and then we just grab it. We got it. So now we just stand on this. Yes. And we're back. Oh crap. Where's the ship? It's over there. So now we need to head off to Dark Bramble and we need to do anglerfish type stuff. Okay. So I actually had to restart because what you're supposed to do is go to Brittle Hollow or to I think an Ash Twin, and you have to go to the crashed it's my pod, and then you discover the distress signal, and then you can come back and use the signal scope and look for it. But man, okay, it's over there. So many things went wrong, jeez. Like the first time I tried, I took off from Ash Twin, and yeah, like I was busy looking for Dark Bramble, and suddenly I was just caught in the gravity well of the sun and got sucked into the sun and died. Second time I was like, again, I grabbed the core and was out in space looking around for Dark Bramble, and suddenly I just got sideswiped by a planet. Ash Twin just like barreled into the side of me and I died. Third attempt, Anglerfish got me. Fourth attempt, autopilot took me straight into Dark Bramble, just crashed me right in. Right into the side of it. Man, this game it just doesn't want me to just doesn't want me to finish. I can still hear this bloody anglerfish breathing down my neck here. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this side hole over here. I think we're good. I nearly gave up, man. I was nearly like, okay, this obviously the game just doesn't want me to finish this tonight, but I persevered. I carried on. Okay, what now? Okay, we head that way, I guess. And if my memory serves, we're supposed to follow some lights. There we go. We follow these lights, we fire our scout into a seed. And then we just follow the signal. And we should come to the mothership. Then I just need to remember the code. Oh yeah, man. I remember this. So sad, they all followed the signal to try and get to their mothership. When they got here, all they found was this tiny seed that they couldn't enter into. Oops, sorry. Oopsie, sorry. Okay, so it's off. Careful not to crash. It's off in this direction. And that was so close too, man. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Oh God. Come on. Don't even... Oh man. Okay. Attempt number 10,000. Engage. I think I might actually even employ a strategy I used the first time around, which was Just to eject. I died so many times with those bastards. They just sit there like guarding the entrance. So now, hopefully we should be far away enough. There's no signal. But it should be through here. Yeah, I gave those anglerfish the old switcheroo. I guess it's not really a switcheroo, but it's definitely some kind of a maneuver. I'm claiming it, man. It's the Sam Halcyon maneuver. Okay, so now I just need to remember what the code is. I can kind of picture it in my mind. Yeah. Pretty sure I can remember. Warp core inserted. That's this thing here. Oh, right. Okay, so the first one is starts here, here, and then there. Then the second one is a ribbon. Then the third one is like an S heeled over to the left, so like that. I think we did it. Oh wait, we gotta do this one. Boom. Here we are again, man. Here we are again. Back at the eye of the universe. Well, let's go take a trip. There's our sun. So this time around, we never went to go and visit the Namai on the Quantum Moon. I wonder if that'll make a difference. Wow, it's so trippy, man. Don't remember that part last time. Looked like we were sort of walking into the side of... Oh god. Looked like we walked into the side of like a moon or something. Our signal scope's not going to help us here. Hope I'm going in the right direction, because I'm kind of... Yeah, there we go. Spooky. Well, so far everything is the same. Remember this part, we have to like jump down, but down is up. Up is down and down is up. There comes the grey columns. So cool, man, how like they just shut off all of the ambient noise as soon as you come in. Some beautiful sound design. Radio tower on Timberhearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite. Yeah, so that's all the same. Oh wait. Radio tower on Timberhearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite. How's some of the last ever photos taken of the entire solar system? One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai. This species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye's signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against the decision and was able to briefly release the eye's signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. Yeah, man, that's a severe punishment. Like, possibly hundreds of thousands of years, like, locked in that tiny room. I would have gone quite mad. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. I don't think I read any of these the last time I finished the game. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. Actually, I remember that. We did read that one. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. We never figured out how they died. Well, we did last time. It was that pesky ghost matter. Now we observe. So now we head to the ancient glade. I actually watched a documentary on the making of this game. NoClip did a docu. Actually, no, it wasn't the NoClip docu. It was the developers watching someone do a speed run. And while I was watching, one of the developers said, oh, and here we walk through the glade and we can see all of the galaxies disappearing. So these are actually, like, I thought this was like we were inside a singularity and these were all, possible universes, but I think the developers just intended them to be galaxies. So essentially we're just walking through our universe, or a depiction of our universe, like a forest of galaxies, all slowly dying out. The heat death. So now I think we see our mirror image. Hey, what you looking at? He doesn't seem to have a scout, my mirror image. Damn it, I wanted to high five myself. Alright, we have to light it. So now we have to gather all of the various characters that we met. There's Esker, who we never spoke to once this entire playthrough. Do you hear the music? Yeah, I remember this part. It's Freeback. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time. It might not even exist here. So this should be Feldspar. Suppose we don't have to come back and speak to each and every single one of them. But why not? Hatchling, you found me! Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. This should be Shirt. Or his drums, at least. I don't remember how to get that one. One of them's up in a tree. Ooh, this is new. This is new. Say what? Look at this. Here's all of our friends. Those are Namai heading to the Quantum Moon. We're making everyone disappear here. It's kind of sad. We're gonna make ourselves disappear. Shem, that's our friend. The one cool stranger. The rest of them were jerks, man. Okay, this one. What do we do here again? Oh, right. This is Gabbro. Oh, here he is. Hey, man. When my kin found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult to truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly. It burned them. What they could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness, obfuscated, then lost. Not sure I know what obfuscated means. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind. And you know now what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so, a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Of course I do, man. You're a legend. Yeah, come join us. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Yeah, come on over. Plenty of space. Across Old Bark, in the ancient glade. It's always dark. Okay, I think that's everyone. shall I begin? Yes. Well, then, here I go. You got it. I'll do my best. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal, for how briefly I set it free. Yet, here we are. Are you ready for the final step? Yes. Then it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. What do you say, time buddy? Ready to start the music? Go for it. Yeah, this should be cool. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Of course you should. Here goes nothing. Can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Yes. Okay, I won't let you down. What a great game, man. Jeez. That end sequence, it makes me feel so sad every time. Yeah, absolute masterpiece. I noticed this time around there was no Nona Mine. Obviously, because we didn't meet her this time around. I wonder if that will affect the ending in some way, like right at the end, like maybe we'll see a different picture or something. Yeah, what an incredible ride. Yeah, the new DLC was yeah, incredible. I can see now, after going through the whole end sequence, that the ring world was essentially that the inner part of Ember Twin. When you go to fetch the core, and you're sort of on the inside of the planet walking in a circle, I can see like that was probably the inspiration for the ring world, or something that they wanted to expand on. Yeah, and then just the layers upon layers, man. Like you discover the ring world, and it's this huge, like, absolute messes with your mind. Then you discover that you can enter into like the Matrix, and then that's like another like mind-blowing moment. And then you like realize you can put your lantern down, and there's like a whole other world. Like it's just this layered, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I really liked that this time around. I mean, there was lots of writing in the Stranger's language. Just kind of scattered around, and we actually never learned it. We couldn't read it, and it was just left as a mystery. Most of the stuff was just kind of signposting, I guess. You know, don't enter here, Cinder Isles, lowlands, that kind of stuff. So we didn't really ever need to actually decipher it. but I liked that choice because I felt like in the base game, the data pads, or whatever you want to call them, like the little bit of like conversational stuff between the Nemayans wasn't the best part of the game. Like, you know, archaeology and discovering ancient ruins, there's like a certain mystery to it, and when you make the characters behind it kind of almost every day, then it takes away from that. But not really. I mean, it was still a great game regardless. There were a lot of things that threw me in this one though, as well, I have to say. The damn raft, man. That raft, jeez, it got me good. Like, I just couldn't figure out why they would place like a raft so perfectly in that in the middle of that reservoir, and I still don't think it has a reason. You know, I don't understand that design choice. Then the actual solve was that you had to kill yourself by standing on the fire, which was a bit of a stretch. Like, that kind of broke my immersion a little bit, because it was like a very video gamey choice, like as a puzzle solving mechanism. No one would ever stand on a fire until they like slowly burn to death, is what I'm getting at. And the other thing that kind of threw me, but was actually pretty obvious in hindsight, was the lanterns in the shrine, where you had to go into the construct and then blow out the candles. That really got me. A great puzzle though, a fantastic puzzle. Then there were a bunch of other things that I never quite figured out, that were just still kind of a bit of a mystery. There was the control room with the table with the diagram that showed the stranger moving further away from the sun. Thank you for playing Outer Wilds. You're welcome, Mobius. Any time. Looking forward to your next game. Okay, let's see what happens here. 14.3 billion years later. Nothing this time around. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, yeah. Bravo, Mobius. Bravo. Yeah, so there were still a few things sort of left unanswered. That control room, which I guess the ship was basically just moving further away from the sun because they knew there was a supernova coming, perhaps, and they were moving to a safe distance. Then the sort of electricity cables at the top of the shrine with the pictures of the 4 different locations. I never quite figured out what that was for. Maybe it was just pointing you towards those other locations. Yeah. A couple of unsolved mysteries, but all in all, fantastic. Absolutely incredible. What a talented group of people, really. Absolutely blown away. I thoroughly enjoyed my time playing the DLC. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more of these videos in the future. I was thinking of maybe going back to Disco Elysium, which I never actually finished. the last video that I put out was the exact point where I stopped playing, and I still actually have the save file, and I'd love to actually dive back into that just to you know, close that chapter. Game's quite old by now, but it's more for my own sake. But yeah, if you enjoyed these videos, guys, and you want to see more of this, yeah, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, maybe a follow, and yeah, maybe some suggestions if you play something really amazing that you think I would enjoy. Yeah, tell me about it, and it might be the next game that I do a playthrough of. I have had my eye on Nobody Saves the World, which is by a studio called Drinkbox. They did Guacamelee, which is a really fantastic platformer. And of course, I'm very excited for Elden Ring, which is coming up towards the end of the month, which I most definitely will be playing. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.